Hi, I'm Daniel Fisher here at Sweetwater Sound, and it is my lifetime honor to be able to show you a quick look of the Moog One polyphonic analog synthesizer. This thing is astounding, and I know because I've been working on the owner's manual for the last year and a half. We currently are at a prototype stage still. I know you're seeing this video on release day, but we made this earlier. So we still don't have set programs, we still don't have the final operating system, but even still I wanted to get this recording through, so I'm just going to very quickly just run through some of the features and stuff. So it's 3 oscillators per voice. You can have either 8 or 16 voices. You also have a separate noise with its own envelope. All of those things go into a mixer. You have 2 filters. So you have the standard Moog ladder filter that can be 4-pole, 3-pole, 2-pole, or 1-pole. It also has a state variable filter that can be a bandpass, notch, high pass, low pass. 3 envelopes, a filter envelope, an amplifier envelope, and a modulation envelope. All of them have delay, attack, hold, decay, sustain, release. All of them can be looped. All of them can be synced to clock. In fact, pretty much everything in here can be synced to clock. And then you have 3. So this whole front panel is triplicated. It's tri-timbral. So you can have 3 synths, what they're calling synth 1, synth 2, synth 3. You can bring them on or off at any time. You could set different key ranges for each of them. Each has its own arpeggiator. Each has its own sequencer. Each can run on their own clock or all be linked to the master clock. Each can have their own unit of the beats. And then each of these 3 synths can have their own synth effect. And then when that's all done, it can then go to a master effect, which can either have 2 effects or a single stereo effect, and those can be eventide reverbs, delays, flangers, choruses, everything else like that. There's also 4 LFOs that, of course, can also lock the clock or run independently. Everything can be modulated. There's a crazy amount of modulation rows in this modulation matrix, and honestly, we have never run out. We don't know how many modulation sources you can have, but I've done dozens and I haven't run out, and no one knows what the number is. That's the same thing with this whole thing. How many patches can you have? Well, they're not numbered. So everything is by name and by group and by category and by mood and by type, and everything is very searchable. You can search by date. Everything's stored in that, and then you can store immediately to thumb drive. So I don't want to say limitless patches, but man, you know, it's a ridiculous amount of patches. And now I'm just going to play through some of the preliminary, not finished presets. Well, that's just the tiniest quick look at this thing. I'm going to spend my whole life programming this, I promise. But if you have any further questions, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. We're going to have a deep dive of this coming out soon. If you like this and you want to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. My name is Daniel Fisher. Thank you very much for watching.